Yo, what up, Street Gods? This is Eric Kim. All right, the thought. This thought is about, you know, what is the purpose of life and what's the purpose of all this stuff. And my very simple notion is the ultimate point and the goal is your own personal creative thriving, is your own personal creative growth, your own creative flourishing. And and so it's funny because I think a lot of us, I'm reading Aristotle's Metaphysics right now. Very, very good read. And, this kind of combined with Aristotle's politics as well as Aristotle's ethics. The gist he has is, you know, there's like, a beginning, an intermediary, and an end. And too often we kind of get caught up in the intermediary and the beginning. It's like, okay, what do you want? Oh, I want to be happier. I want more money. I want more freedom, blah, blah. Location independence, blah, blah. Financial freedom, whatever you want to call it. And the thing is, no one ever really, has either the opportunity or the wisdom or the knowledge or the experience to think about the end. So the most important thing we gotta think about is like, what is your end game? And what that means is, like, for example, like, I want to get super buff or swole, I want a six pack, or I want to make a bunch of money or financial freedom. But like, yeah, like in order for what? Like, what is the final end game? And I think, certainly everyone has a different, end game. For me personally, it's like, I want money, financial freedom, da da da, in order for my own personal creative flourishing and thriving, creating stuff, being inspired, blah, blah, and also inspiring other people. And even for myself, like, helping, Cindy and helping those that I love and care about, it's like, I want them to be maximally, flourishing as well. And, our best friend Aristotle says, men want happiness in itself, meaning, we don't, like, for example, if you could trade money in order to be happy, or you could trade your happiness for more money, which one would you choose? Obviously, you would choose, trading money for happiness, because people think, okay, I want this money in order to be happy. No one's like, I want to be happy in order to have more money. It's so the flow is important because a lot of people who are really rich or maybe less wise, they seek money for the sake of money in itself, which, some people call, greed, I suppose. And, certainly, like, money is one of the best human social creative tool innovations, because without money, you probably couldn't motivate somebody to, help you, move your stuff or do X, Y, and Z, or, butcher your meat. So certainly money has its advantages, but the problem is, once we become enslaved by money, we think that we want to earn money for the sake of earning money. This is not a good thing. And so we had to realize that money is a means to end, not the end in itself. And always, always, always think about the end game. And there's like a famous chess quote. It's like, the grandmaster studies the end game and then works his way backwards. Whereas kind of more newbies, intermediaries, or even more advanced players, they focus too much on the openings in chess. But the opening is actually less important than the final end game, because the end game is where things in chess, at least for me, get very interesting. So, this is where practical knowledge and wisdom comes in, where you got to really kind of philosophize about this by yourself. There's no one who could do this for you, because everyone is different. So think about what your ultimate end game. So, once again, most of us want, I hate my 9-to-5 job, or, I want financial freedom, or I want location independence, blah, blah, blah. Like, or I want to be happy, but happiness in order for what? Because I think this is where I kind of build upon Aristotle, is Aristotle thought happiness was the end in to itself. I actually see the happiness as a means to something else. So for me, as like a visual artist and a creator, and somebody who likes innovation in art and photography and all this stuff in between, I see happiness in order for my creative productivity. So obviously, you want to prioritize your health, your fitness, your well-being in order to be happy, and you do your happiness in order to innovate, create more art, and hopefully share this inspiration with others.